March 24th, 2002. The Kodak Theater.
Ladies and gentlemen, the delicious, the divine, the delightful, Dorothy Dandridge.
One envelope, one name, one moment that would shatter 74 years of history. This is the story of how a girl from Cleveland became the first, and for over 2 decades, the only Black woman to win Best Actress at the Academy Awards.
Halle Berry, Cleveland, Ohio.
But it's also about what happened after.
I want to say thank you so much to the Hollywood Foreign Press.
Hey, before we dive into Halle's incredible journey, if you're into stories about people who broke barriers and changed the game, you're in the right place.
School's always a bastard. Come on, pick it up, pick it up.
Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next deep dive. Trust me, we've got some amazing stories coming your way. All right, let's get into it. Cleveland, Ohio, mid-1980s. A teenage girl flips through television channels and stops on an old film, Carmen Jones from 1954.
And all I got that man can get.
For Halle Berry, seeing Dorothy Dandridge on screen was transformative. She rushed to her school library and found a single line about Dandridge, first Black woman nominated for an Academy Award.
My mother always says, be careful what you pray for, because you just might get it.
But Halle's own story was already complicated. Biracial in a world that demanded she choose. A prom queen victory tainted by racism. The administration claimed a tie and forced a coin flip. She won, but the message was clear. You don't really belong here.
Running cold, I was running into
I found myself identifying with the Black community. I was accepted the most by the Black community. Even her white grandparents struggled with acceptance, taking years to reconcile with having 2 Black grandchildren.
Money makes the world go round, it makes the world go round.
Beauty pageants became her escape. Miss Teen Ohio. Miss USA runner-up in 1986, another first, as no Black woman had won. Then, off to Chicago for modeling, which turned out to be a cramped apartment with 15 other girls. On a whim, she took an acting class at Second City. One instructor changed everything. You should quit modeling and become an actor. New York City, 1989. Halle slept on couches and even stayed in a homeless shelter when money ran out. Then came her power move. She cut off all her hair. Every audition, I saw another Black girl just like me with big curly hair. It was designed to set myself apart.
I only want you to tell me that you love me.
Her first big break was Living Dolls on ABC until she collapsed on set and woke up in a coma for 3 days. The diagnosis was diabetes. The show was canceled after 12 episodes. But Halle kept moving. 1991, Spike Lee was making Jungle Fever. Halle auditioned for The Wife. Spike said no, she was too beautiful. She asked to read for the crack addict instead. I told her to wash off all her makeup. When she came back, I didn't even recognize her. That's when she got the part. Hollywood loved putting beautiful women in boxes. Halle was determined to break out. But behind closed doors, she found herself repeating patterns from childhood, abusive relationships. One incident left her with 80% hearing loss in one ear. She never revealed who did it. Speaking out as an up-and-comer against a famous man could end a career.
And with the way he's overlooked women, half the population, by devaluing us in midlife.
By 1992, she was starring opposite Eddie Murphy in Boomerang. She met Atlanta Braves star David Justice and married within months. By 1996, the fairy tale crumbled. A public, messy divorce, restraining orders, a tabloid feeding frenzy. Halle hit rock bottom. In her garage, she contemplated ending it all. Then she thought of her mother. Rising from darkness, Halle refocused on the one thing that made sense, acting, and she had unfinished business, Dorothy Dandridge. The woman who inspired her as a teenager. Halle wanted to bring her story to life. There was just one problem. Whitney Houston owned one version of the rights. Janet Jackson had another. 3 powerhouse women, one story. I only got mine done first because I'm just an actress. They're both superstars and busier than I am. 6 years of development. Halle fought for it, produced it, and lived it. Introducing Dorothy Dandridge premiered on HBO in 1999. Emmy win, Golden Globe win.
Oh.
Suddenly, the Oscar conversation began. X-Men made her a box office star. She found love again with R&B singer Eric Benet. Life was good. Then came Monsters Ball.
No, I didn't go on dating apps, but I've been on with other people while they were on dating apps.
A role written for a white actress. Director Mark Forster didn't want Halle. She was too beautiful. We didn't have anyone as visually beautiful as you in mind. Halle broke down why she was perfect for Letitia Musgrove, why beauty doesn't erase struggle, why her life had been far from perfect.
Halle Berry as Storm.
Yeah, that happened.
Forster changed his mind. Real quick, if you're loving this story and want to see more documentaries about icons who defied the odds, smash that like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, we're building a community that appreciates these untold stories. Click subscribe and let's keep this conversation going. Oscar night, 2002. Halle's competition included Sissy Spacek, who had just won the Golden Globe.
And you directed it too, which is, if I was making my, if this is my first movie as a director.
History wasn't on Halle's side. 74 years, thousands of performances, not one black woman had won Best Actress. Dorothy Dandridge, nominated 1955, lost.
I've got rhythm.
Diana Ross, nominated 1973, lost. Whoopi Goldberg won Best Supporting, not Lead. The pattern was clear. Halle sat in that audience thinking she'd made it as far as Dorothy had, and that was enough. In that moment, everything changed. The speech, the tears, the weight of history pouring through her words.
Wrestling, judo, boxing, kickboxing, all of these, elements come.
10 days later, she discovered Eric had been cheating throughout their marriage. The Oscar and the acclaim didn't protect her from heartbreak. Professionally, the offers she expected never materialized. I thought the highest award would garner me better opportunities, but literally nothing changed. Here's what did change. Halle became a symbol. The first, the only. 23 years later, that's still true. No other black woman has won Best Actress since 2002. Supporting roles, yes, but lead. Actress, still just Halle. A 2019 study found black women made up just 3.7% of leads in top films between 2009 and 2019. The door Halle opened didn't swing wide enough. I couldn't have expected that 20 years later there would be no other women of color standing next to me. But Halle never stopped fighting, never stopped working, never let Hollywood's limitations define her ceiling. From the teenager watching Dorothy Dandridge on television, to the woman who finally won the award Dorothy never got, to the icon who refuses to let that victory be the end of the story. The Halle Berry effect isn't just about one Oscar win. It's about what happens when you're the first, the burden, the isolation, the responsibility.
Thank you for your tireless efforts, your passion for Dorothy, your womanship.
And the relentless determination to make sure you're not the last. The door is open. The question is, who's walking through next? So what do you think? Should there have been more black women winning Best Actress by now?
That now has a chance because his door tonight has been opened.
Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this story moved you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're covering more untold stories every week. Stories about resilience, breaking barriers, and the real cost of being first. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.